How's it going? Today I am going to give my first opinion as I open up a giant box of gear from Giants Pro. Big old package. For the people that don't know, Giants Live is the qualifying series for World's Strongest Man, and now they're manufacturing and selling their own line of gear, or as everyone across the pond calls it, kit, where knee sleeves, elbow sleeves, wrist straps, belts, etc. So I think I've pretty much used everything now. I've used Reband, Titan, Hyperforce, SBD. I've used all that stuff in the past, and a couple others. Inzer, the XT elbow sleeves. So I haven't really checked this stuff out yet. So I'm gonna give a first opinion on everything right now, and we'll be using it coming up in the future and doing a review on all the products and what I honestly think. So first thing I noticed was that they're actually packaged in nicer than just being in wraps, I guess, or this is a nice way to you could keep a little drawstring knit things in the future. And these look like they are a pair of knee sleeves. You can see it has the Giants logo on the front. The packaging is definitely useful for the future to keep everything separated in your gym bag. The Giants logo. You can see that it's curved to go around your knee. A lot of them end up just being straight and flat. And it's also 7 millimeters thick. You can see it's real thick and good construction. And what I always look is a lot of them, they'll get blown out because the stitching is kind of weak, or it's just because that's the area where all the pressure is going to go on the stitching right here. And giving a look, it looks to be very well stitched together. And I'll turn it inside out. Show you there. Yeah, good stitching in there. Nice, looks like a solid product. But of course, I'm gonna have to use it, find out. Here's a pair. That's the neoprene version. They also have the triple ply knee sleeves right here. Again, nice packaging with the little Giants logo on the bottom. And these are the triple ply sleeves. They're made of a bit more elastic material. So the neoprene sleeves are going to be more for warmth and support, where a sleeve like this, which is double or triple ply, is going to be used more for adding a little extra weight to your squat or your overhead press, bench press, if it ends up being an elbow sleeve. But yeah, looks like a solid product. You can see the elasticity there. That definitely, if these are worn nice and tight, and these are downsized for me in a medium, as are those neoprene sleeves, that they would give a ton of they should give a good amount of pop out of the hole in a squat. It's hot out here. And here are a pair of the elbow sleeves, the neoprene ones. Again, very similar to the knee sleeves. Looks like it's fairly long on the arm. Again, good construction, good stitching in there. Looks like I went over it a couple times and it's cross stitched, so it'll be a hard time of blowing out. And these are actually a large, and they look fairly tight. I'm not the biggest guy, but yeah, these I think I'm gonna have to put these on. I'll have to do the good old technique of doubling them over. But they look like they cover a good amount of the arm. A lot of the ones I've noticed are real short. They're like only go to here, so it only covers a little bit of the arm. And especially in strongman, the more up the bicep it can cover, the better, in my opinion. wrist straps. Standard wrist straps, these things look like. Nice and thick. It looks like, see in there how it has that ribbing. My first thought would be that might help on smoother objects that we encounter in strongman, like axles or a side handle car deadlift that don't have knurling on it, and they standard straps can tend to slip, but I'll definitely have to give those a shot and see if that actually works. But from my experience using straps, it seems like it would. Looks like it's nice and cinched. It's also has a little bit of cushion in there and padding, and especially right around here and on the where it loops through, which where traditional straps like an Iron Mind are they have sharp edges where these are rounded off. I think that'll prevent it from digging into your forearms. Like for me, I actually have like permanent marks on my forearms from using straps and it really cinching down tight on like heavy pulls, and it can actually even cause bleeding or something if your skin isn't accustomed to it. But you should be a little bit more comfortable to where they're a little stiff, but you know, out of the box, but not as stiff as others, and I'm sure they'd grip well after being used for a bit. Yeah, more knee sleeves. Again, this is in large, which would be more of a training fit. For me, a medium would be a competition fit. But I'm gonna be doing some squats in these later today, so I can't squat a lot yet because I'm still rehabbing my back, but I'll be able to test them out for sure. Looks like a pair of wrist straps. Nice logo right there. They're doing a great job at making it prominent to what you bought for sure. Again, I like the packaging. These are very wide. Not sure if that'd work out the best for me, being a lightweight competitor, but not having the biggest wrists or hands and arms. But for a typical real strongman that are heavyweights, it might work better. I like that they're not too long. For me, I don't like too long of a wrist strap for strongman. Definitely very thick material. And everything looks good as normal. Yeah, you can get a good amount of stretch and really wrap that tight. Yeah, that's a ton of support. The thing for me, I've noticed, I gotta take that off, it's too tight. I tend to like a slightly softer wrap unless I'm doing like really heavy bench or like a 1 rep max on a log. Not something quite this stiff, but again, it's brand new, so it might loosen up over time. But because like if I'm doing like clean each rep with like an axle or a log, I find I don't like something that's that restrictive and is so much like a cast. But they all have they all have their uses, and again, you got to remember I'm a lightweight competitor, so I'm not pressing a 400-pound log overhead where you're gonna definitely need more support or benching 500 plus pounds or anything like that. Knee wraps. Looks like similar design. Nice and stiff material. Looks solid. Little logo. Not sure if that'll get in the way when trying to wrap or not. I'd have to try it out. But I don't have any heavy squats in my future as I rehab my back, so I might have to wait. Belts. Here it looks like to be a soft belt. It's a thinner material. This would probably be useful Again, look at it, comes with this whole sleeve. It's probably what, about pretty thick, nice little logo on the back, and uses a little thing over here and a Velcro. So this would be a good belt for when you're doing like medleys or some strongman events where you don't want such a thick restrictive belt, like a hard leather belt. You know, something like a keg carry medley or even stones. It's a little more flexible. You could probably even put this and then a hard belt over it. It's not neoprene like the Reband belt, but it's still somewhat, you know, flexible and giving, and probably it'll actually offer a little bit more actual support than that. It's a lot wider than something like the Spud soft belt, and looking at it, I think doubling it up on something like yoke with a hard belt over would probably work out really well, just to really help with that core stability from how damn wide it is. But it definitely probably has a use. And even there's a lot of attention to detail here. As you can see, even on the buckle, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it even says Giants right there. Let's see. Right there. Another belt. This one appears to be a lever belt. There you go. Real thick. It's heavy duty, but not too crazy. And I'll have to put that together because here's the lever over here, which is nice, solid clasp for it. I think that might be a real good combo, is the soft belt with the lever belt right over the top for you know, stuff like medleys. Power belt, double prong, which I know some people don't like, but I actually kind of do. So yeah, same construction and quality as the lever belt. Soft right here. Looks like it's different. It's like at the end it points down into a. Well, yeah, that looked pretty phallic what I just did. But and there's a little notch right here. I'm going to assume that is to aid the belt in getting taken on and off. You know, sometimes belts get stuck. Get this around me. You get to see it, give a nice position to pull on to get it tighter, or you could even hook this onto, you know, the edge of like a squat rack to pull, and then, you know, pull it forward to get it loose instead of just having to. Gives you like a nice little handle right here. So I think that's the idea, which would be different than any other belt I've seen. If it actually works or not, I'll have to test it out and see more. Okay, probably all getting really bored about this. Looks like I'm coming up on 15 minutes, but thankfully, I guess, I only have a couple, I think one more thing to demonstrate. Oh, these are the figure 8 straps. I've never used these before, so I'm not sure exactly how to, but you can see the strap is in a figure 8, and these are actually what Eddie Hall just broke the world deadlift record again using. I assume, I'm just going to look really stupid because I've never used these before, but anyways, the point is for these is they're going to really lock you in quick. Yeah, I got to go test these out later, but they lock it in, and where like a traditional strap, if I can find them real quick. Yeah, well, a traditional strap is just going to be long and you kind of wrap it around the bar. If you're doing something like an axle or a car deadlift, there's nothing for it to grab onto because there's no knurling, and it's going to it can actually slip if it's really heavy and you don't have giant hands. It still requires some grip strength to use, and something like a figure 8 strap is actually just going to lock you it's going to lock you in place on the bar, and it's not using that wrapping around technique to hold it in place, so it's better for that. But I've never used something like this, so definitely very curious to try it out. Let's see, is there anything else in here? Huh. Smelling salts. I guess I gotta wake up sometime today, right? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be great. Has a little filter over the top of it. Whew. Just shake that up. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna go test all this stuff out now. Have a good one.